My beloved child, open your heart this moment and receive my tender words, for I have seen your journey, and I long to draw you closer to my side. I am always by your side, never abandoning you for even a single second. And I will continue to guide you through every valley and over each mountain of uncertainty. Do not question my devotion, for my love is steadfast and unchanging, and I desire to fill your life with unshakable hope and renewed peace. Believe in the promise I have written upon your heart, for I have designed you with purpose and have called you by name. Keep your spirit steadfast, for I surround you with my protective grace. My dear one, do not feel overlooked or forgotten, for I am the ever-present companion of your soul, standing vigil when your tears fall silently in the darkest hours of the night. I have wrapped you in my care, ensuring that no whisper of despair goes unnoticed, and my arms remain open to catch every silent cry that your heart dares to release. Trust in my sovereign plan, for I see the tapestry of your life in its entirety, weaving each thread with my purpose, even when the pattern seems unclear to you. Rest in the comfort I provide, and never doubt that I am orchestrating a wondrous outcome that will glorify my name and uplift your spirit. Remain in hope, for I am constantly aligning blessings on your behalf. I have loved you before you knew how to utter my name, and my devotion to your well-being extends beyond what any human words can convey. Whenever you feel isolated or misunderstood, remember that I stand as your closest ally, understanding every nuance of your emotional landscape, and I will not permit your burdens to weigh you down indefinitely. My kindness abounds, and I am not slow to lend my strength when you call out in vulnerability, for I delight in rescuing you from every snare that entangles your path. Do not limit my capacity to redeem every broken fragment of your story, because I have the power to transform your darkest memories into testimonies of radiant hope. Take courage, for I will never forsake the work of my hands. Open your heart further, my precious child, and let my words saturate each corner of doubt. For I am not a distant spectator, but the living presence guiding your steps. Even in seasons of dryness and confusion, do not let discouragement root itself within your soul. Instead, call upon me, for I have the wisdom to break every chain that attempts to hold you captive. I see how you yearn for breakthrough, how you whisper prayers in the early morning, and how you cling to fragments of faith even when storms rage in your mind. You do not walk this journey alone, for my spirit resides with you, lending you the courage to face each new day with expectant eyes. Trust that I hold your future, for I am the one who sets your path in motion. Take heart, for I have designed you as a rare and priceless treasure, formed with intention and bestowed with gifts that reflect my glory. Remember this truth: I see every hidden potential in you, which is why I gently nurture your abilities and passions, guiding you to fulfill the unique calling inscribed on your life. I delight in your smallest victories, celebrating them as significant markers of growth. And I urge you to cast aside comparison or self-doubt. For I measure you not by the world's fleeting standards, but by my perfect love. Even when challenges loom, cling to the certainty that my hand upholds you, safeguarding your steps as you wade through uncertainty. Move forward with confidence, for I have already cleared the path. When shadows gather and negativity overwhelms your thoughts, do not surrender to the weight of discouragement, but bring those heavy burdens directly to my throne of grace. I am the good shepherd who tends his flock with devotion, guiding you away from pitfalls and into green pastures where your soul can find rest. Hear my voice. Your tears are not wasted, for I collect each one in my care. transforming them into testimonies of how I have journeyed beside you. In the darkest hours, I remain your guiding light. And when the clouds part, my joy will flood your spirit with unexplainable peace. Stand firm in your hope, for I am preparing miracles on your behalf. You are not a random being adrift in an unfeeling universe. Rather, I formed you with extraordinary purpose, knitting each detail of your life in my infinite wisdom. Your worth is not up for debate, for I have inscribed it upon your heart, claiming you as my cherished creation, worthy of every good gift. Remember this truth: I lovingly place opportunities and lessons in your path, not to crush your spirit, but to strengthen your resolve, shaping you into a vessel of refined faith. Even when you wander, my hand reaches out, drawing you back into the shelter of my grace, because I will never allow you to be snatched away from my eternal embrace. Let peace be your song, and know that I will protect you always. My child, I see every unanswered question and every restless worry that keeps you from resting peacefully at night, and I stand ready to infuse you with unwavering courage. Hear my voice. I am he who parted seas, who calmed tempests, who raised the broken and breathed life into dry bones, and I remain the same through all generations. When the storms of doubt swirl around you, cling to my promise that I will never forsake you. I will anchor you in the midst of the raging winds. Trust me when circumstances defy logic, for my sovereignty is limitless, and I am orchestrating solutions beyond your current understanding. Rest in my embrace, and believe that greater things are ahead. Have you felt alone in a crowded room, longing for someone to see the battles raging within your mind? I am here, beckoning you to place your fears on my shoulders, for I can bear them without faltering. I have carried the weight of countless generations, and my resources of grace and compassion are never diminished. Do not forget, I yearn for your heart to beat in rhythm with mine, tuned to the melody of my merciful love that declares you are cherished, protected, and guided. Rejoice in my promises, for they are made to lift your spirit. Step into the light of my presence, no longer cowering under layers of shame or regret, because I have made a way for redemption that cancels every burdening debt against you. I see the potential within your soul, like a seed waiting for the right conditions to burst forth into a flourishing garden. And my role is to cultivate that promise until it bears abundant fruit. Do not shrink back, for I am the skillful gardener who prunes with care, removing what no longer serves you and shaping you into a reflection of my likeness. Hear my voice. Your value does not hinge on past failures. Instead, find confidence in knowing that my hand is steady, upholding you with unwavering love. Move forward with confidence, for I have already cleared the path. You often question whether I still hear you, wondering if your cries dissolve into empty air when your prayers seem unanswered. Let me assure you, my ears are ever attentive to the voice of my children, and though my responses may unfold in ways you do not expect, I am always working on your behalf. Perhaps I am protecting you from outcomes that would harm your soul, or maybe I am preparing you to receive blessings you are not yet ready to fully appreciate. I do not withhold good from you out of cruelty. Rather, I orchestrate each event in the tapestry of time for your greatest growth and my ultimate glory. Stand firm in your hope, for I am preparing miracles on your behalf. There may be voices around you that belittle your dreams or cast doubt on your worth, but their words carry no authority compared to my unfailing truth. I shaped you with intention, placing a divine spark in your being that yearns to shine brightly in this often dark world. Hear my voice. I do not make mistakes in creation, and my reflection in you is a testament to the immense love I pour into every soul I draw forth. Rejoice in the knowledge that my presence envelopes you, standing as a protective hedge against any force that seeks to dim your light. Keep your heart steadfast and trust in my unwavering affection. Remember that I have walked with saints and sinners alike, not once casting aside those who stumbled, but instead lifting them gently back onto solid ground. My grace is ever sufficient, bridging the chasm between your frailty and my holiness, ensuring that no failing of yours can outstrip my compassion. If you doubt, recall the stories of those who cried out in desperation, only to find rescue at the final moment when all other hope was lost. My child, I remain the same Redeemer, extending grace and forging miracles where human eyes see nothing but dead ends. Move forward with confidence, for I have already cleared the path. In your seasons of longing, when your soul aches for deeper meaning, know that I am weaving purpose into every breath you take. I see you strive to do the right thing, to walk in integrity and compassion, even when no one acknowledges your efforts or extends gratitude in return. Listen, my heart swells with joy each time you choose kindness over anger, prayer over worry, and love over bitterness, because these choices mirror my own nature. No act of mercy you perform is insignificant. Each one ripples into eternity, advancing my kingdom of light in ways you may never witness this side of heaven. Let peace be your song, and know that I will protect you always. You fear the unknown, questioning whether tomorrow holds answers or further complications. But I urge you to lay those anxieties at my feet. I have already stepped into your future, removing obstacles, illuminating new opportunities, and orchestrating divine appointments for your growth. Do not let doubt rob you of your present joy or overshadow the blessings I shower upon you daily. For even the breath in your lungs is a gift from my hand. When you feel overwhelmed, reach out to me in earnest prayer, and I will still the storm within, granting clarity where confusion once reigned. Rest in my embrace and believe that greater things are ahead. Though you sometimes feel unworthy, as if your past mistakes disqualify you from my affection, let me remind you that my forgiveness is all-encompassing. I do not merely wipe away your regrets. I replace them with renewed hope and a future laden with promise, showing that no transgression can stand beyond the scope of my redemption. Hear my voice. There is no condemnation for those who find refuge in me, for I paid the ultimate price to reconcile you to my loving heart. Let that realization spark freedom in your spirit and encourage you to step boldly into the destiny I have tailored for you. Keep your heart steadfast and trust in my unwavering affection. Even when your prayers are but whispering sighs, I cherish each word, capturing them as gems in my treasury of divine compassion. I understand that you sometimes hesitate to ask, fearing disappointment or doubting your own value in my eyes. Yet I tenderly beckon you to approach my throne with confidence. Am I not the one who generously supplies every need, who carefully clothes the lilies and feeds the sparrows? If so, how much more will I care for you, my cherished child, ensuring that your heart's yearnings align with my best for your life? Rejoice in my promises, for they are made to lift your spirit. Consider how the sun rises faithfully each day, chasing away the vestiges of darkness, and see it as a reflection of my constant hope offered to you. I am He who will never abandon or reject you, no matter how many times you stumble, as my love surpasses human understanding. Remember this truth: my patience is infinite, my faithfulness is unbreakable, and my arms remain open even when you feel you have run far away. Let these assurances breathe new life into your weary soul, igniting a spark of purpose that drives you onward in faith. Stand firm in your hope, for I am preparing miracles on your behalf. When relationships falter or betrayals wound you deeply, do not believe the lie that you are unlovable or forgotten. I, who created the intricacies of your heart, know precisely how to mend every tear and restore trust where it has been shattered. Hear my voice. I will bring the right people at the right time, forging connections that encourage your growth and affirm your identity as my child. Let go of bitterness, for it only binds your soul, and instead cling to me, allowing my healing presence to soothe the raw places that ache for understanding. Move forward with confidence, for I have already cleared the path. Each breath you draw is a testament to my sustaining power, and every sunrise is an invitation to step deeper into the story I am unfolding in your life. You may wonder why certain doors remained locked, or why some dreams lie dormant. Yet I assure you that my vision for you surpasses what you can currently perceive. Hear my voice. I am weaving together a mosaic so intricate that only from eternity's vantage point will you comprehend the full sweep of my wisdom. So do not despair if progress seems slow, for I am leading you onward, strengthening your character, and molding you into a vessel of undeniable impact. Keep your spirit steadfast, for I surround you with my protective grace. I understand the heaviness that clouds your mind, that anxiety which churns in your thoughts when life's demands press from every side, leaving you breathless. Even then, lean on my promises, for when you are weak, my strength rises to fill the gap, enabling you to accomplish more than your own efforts ever could. Hear my voice. Your limitations are but the stage upon which my power shines greatest, and I delight to show myself strong on your behalf. Humble your heart before me, acknowledging your need, and watch how I multiply resources, open new avenues, and deliver astonishing breakthroughs. Let peace be your song, and know that I will protect you always. In moments when fear grips your heart, fear of failure, fear of loss, or fear of judgment, recall how I have delivered my people time after time throughout history. I rescued them from fiery furnaces, parted raging waters, and resurrected hope where hopelessness reigned, for nothing is too difficult for me. Do not forget, I am the same God who hears your whispered prayers at midnight and can transform your brokenness into a display of my glory. Even when you feel unworthy, my grace will carry you through. For I do not operate by human merit, but by my boundless mercy. Stand firm in your hope, for I am preparing miracles on your behalf. I see your longing to grow closer to me, to experience the fullness of my presence. Yet sometimes the distractions of life pull you away. Guard your heart and dedicate quiet moments to commune with me, allowing my spirit to refresh the depths of your soul. When you open your heart in prayer, do not worry about finding grand words, for I cherish sincerity more than eloquence. I dwell in the hearts of those who seek me with honesty and humility, extending my gifts of wisdom and comfort to all who knock persistently at the door of my throne. Move forward with confidence, for I have already cleared the path. My child, you need not journey under a heavy cloak of guilt or shame, because I took upon myself the weight of your trespasses to set you free. Whenever you are tempted to revisit old wounds or replay past regrets, allow my truth to remind you that the price has already been paid in full. Hear my voice. You are not defined by your failures, but by my unconditional love, which calls you a new creation, unbound by yesterday's darkness. Accept this reality and watch your self-imposed chains fall away, replaced by a boldness to walk in newness of life. Keep your heart steadfast and trust in my unwavering affection. When the world around you grows loud, blaring messages of despair and cynicism, tune your ears to the gentle whisper of my encouragement. I will always guide you with a loving hand, not driving you with fear, but leading you toward peace and clarity. Listen. My voice speaks in the quiet moments, in the stillness of dawn, and in the comforting hush of your spirit when you pause to reflect. Let my words be the anchor that steadies you, warding off every lie that seeks to unsettle your faith. Let peace be your song, and know that I will protect you always. Hear me, beloved. I am not distant or indifferent to your cries, for my heart moves with compassion every time your soul trembles in uncertainty. Observe how nature itself testifies of my fidelity. The seasons change, the rivers flow, the birds sing, and they do so under my constant care. You, who are crafted in my image, hold even greater significance, and I have engraved your name on the palms of my hands. Do not forget, I have not abandoned you, nor will I ever, because the bond I established with you is sealed with unbreakable love. Rest in my embrace, and believe that greater things are ahead. Even if those around you fail to understand your struggles, I see every nuance of your experience, and I validate the depths of your pain. When you come to me, bringing the rawness of your emotion, do not fear rejection, for my compassion meets you there, ready to soothe and heal. Hear my voice. I am your trusted confidant and unwavering friend, the one who will never betray your vulnerability or mock your tears. In my presence, you are safe to release the burdens you have carried so long, for I intend to lift them from your shoulders. Rejoice in my promises, for they are made to lift your spirit. You question if your faith is strong enough, if your prayers carry weight, if your devotion is sufficient. Let me assure you that even the smallest seed of faith can move mountains when placed in my hands. I do not require perfection, but a willing heart that dares to trust me despite life's storms. Remember this truth: I can multiply even the feeblest offering into a mighty harvest, turning your humble obedience into unstoppable testimonies of grace. Rest in the knowledge that my approval does not hinge on your achievements, but rests upon my desire to lavish love and purpose upon you. Move forward with confidence, for I have already cleared the path. When your confidence wavers and your sense of direction grows hazy, keep in mind that I have promised you wisdom if only you ask without doubting. I am the source of all knowledge, the Alpha and Omega, transcending time and space, and my counsel stands secure against the shifting tides of human opinion. Do not cling to your own limited perspective, for I can see around every bend and can orchestrate outcomes for your benefit. Hear my voice, seek my guidance in earnest prayer, and watch as clarity dawns, illuminating the next step in your journey with divine certainty. Stand firm in your hope, for I am preparing miracles on your behalf. The trials you face now, though painful, are not wasted, but serve to refine your character, like gold tested by fire. In these moments of difficulty, you learn perseverance, compassion, and deeper reliance on me, forging an unshakable faith that endures every season. Hear my voice. I take no pleasure in your suffering, yet I redeem each hardship for your ultimate gain, molding you to reflect my nature more brightly. Rather than believing you are cursed or forgotten, know that I am weaving every sorrow into a masterpiece of restoration. Keep your spirit steadfast, for I surround you with my protective grace. My child, set your gaze on the horizon of hope, for beyond every trial lies the promise of new beginnings and multiplied blessings. I am able to restore what has been lost or stolen, replenishing your resources and reviving your joy when life's circumstances have worn you thin. Do not forget, the same power that raised Lazarus from the grave resides in me, and I channel that life-giving power to resurrect dormant dreams and spark fresh inspiration in your spirit. Believe that I am writing a story of redemption in your life, each chapter blossoming into something more beautiful than the last. Let peace be your song, and know that I will protect you always. At times, you might be tempted to turn inward, attempting to handle your challenges by your own strength. Yet I invite you to involve me fully in every aspect of your life. I am not merely a distant judge, but a caring father who delights in nurturing you toward flourishing. Hear my voice. When you come to me in humility, acknowledging your need for my guidance, you position yourself to receive breakthroughs you never imagined possible. I am a provider who surpasses earthly limitations, opening doors no one can shut, and making ways in deserts you presumed lifeless. Move forward with confidence, for I have already cleared the path. Let go of the need to compare yourself to others, for I crafted each soul with a distinct design and a unique mission. Some may flourish in areas you find perplexing, but remember, I have appointed you to excel in ways that are just as significant, reflecting my diverse creativity. Hear my voice. Your calling is valuable, not because of grand public recognition, but because it aligns with my eternal kingdom purposes. Celebrate the gifts I have placed within you, and watch how my love weaves your individuality into a tapestry that blesses this world. Keep your heart steadfast and trust in my unwavering affection. Take notice of the quiet seeds I have sown in your heart, those dreams and ideas that stir in moments of reflection, for I will water them in due season, bringing them to life according to my perfect timetable. My child, do not rush the process by forcing doors to open, nor should you abandon hope when the wait grows long. I am meticulously orchestrating events, people, and resources to align for your good, ensuring the outcome is far better than if you had pushed ahead alone. Hear my voice. Your role is to remain faithful and expectant, allowing my divine plan to unfold. Rejoice in my promises, for they are made to lift your spirit. When the pain of broken relationships threatens to harden your heart, come to me with your wounds, and I will gently apply my healing touch. I can mend what seems beyond repair, instilling compassion and forgiveness where bitterness once thrived. Do not forget, my ministry of reconciliation is powerful, bridging even the widest chasms created by hurt, betrayal, or misunderstanding. Allow me to show you how to extend grace and to rebuild trust, for in that process, you will discover deeper aspects of my heart. Stand firm in your hope, for I am preparing miracles on your behalf. Society may label you as too broken, too flawed, or too insignificant, yet my voice supersedes every human verdict. I declare you are chosen, called, and equipped to walk in destiny, and no earthly limitation can overturn my mandate for your life. Hear my voice. If you anchor your confidence in me, you will witness how I promote and establish you in ways that surpass all you can envision. My strength finds its fullest expression in surrendered hearts. And there I prove that my favor can outshine every obstacle. Move forward with confidence, for I have already cleared the path. In times of stillness, reflect on my faithfulness throughout your history. Recall how I answered prayers, provided help in dire moments, and showered you with unexpected grace. Those memories are pillars of testimony, reminding you that the same God who was with you then remains with you now, unchanged by the shifting tides of life. Hear my voice. Let gratitude swell in your spirit, dispelling gloom and opening the door for more blessings to abound. A thankful heart aligns with my will, and as you express appreciation, you invite my goodness to flourish all around you. Keep your spirit steadfast, for I surround you with my protective grace. I see that you struggle with self-doubt, sometimes questioning whether your contributions matter in a world filled with countless voices. Let me remind you that I placed a specific assignment in your life. Whether it involves serving those in need, offering encouragement, or creating beauty that reflects my glory. Hear my voice. Your labor is never in vain, for each act of love resonates in the heavens, multiplying far beyond the immediate moment. Rejoice that I have entrusted you with gifts and talents, that you might partner with me to bring light into dark corners of creation. Let peace be your song, and know that I will protect you always. When distress or sorrow grips your heart, do not allow despair to convince you that all hope is lost. I specialize in transforming tragedies into triumphs, weaving my grace into the very fabric of your suffering. Hear my voice. Even your tears are seeds that will blossom into testimonies of my faithfulness, proving that nothing in your life is wasted. Lift your gaze above the temporary troubles you see, fixing it upon me, the author and finisher of your faith, who holds the ultimate victory in loving hands. Rest in my embrace, and believe that greater things are ahead. Embrace vulnerability with me, for I am not alarmed by your weaknesses, nor do I recoil at your confessions of doubt. Rather, I welcome honesty, knowing that in your rawest moments, I can reveal my power most fully. Hear my voice. Your humility and authenticity invite my spirit to work wonders that self-reliance never could. Trust me with your broken places, and witness how I fashion them into showcases of my restoration, rewriting your history with a story of triumph in my name. Keep your heart steadfast and trust in my unwavering affection. Pause from the noise that crowds your daily life and draw near to me, finding a sanctuary in my peace. I see how fatigue gnaws at your soul, and I offer rest that no worldly pursuit can provide. Remember this truth. My presence is not an escape from reality, but the power to face reality renewed and strengthened, confident in my ever-present help. Allow my love to envelop your senses, sharpening your perspective so you can detect the subtle ways I guide you. Stand firm in your hope, for I am preparing miracles on your behalf. You may wonder why you endure certain hardships, or how they could possibly serve a divine purpose. Yet I promise that every tear is accounted for in my plan. I use your stories of survival, endurance, and perseverance to uplift others who walk similar roads, ensuring that your pain is not fruitless. Hear my voice. As you share how my grace sustained you, you become a beacon of light, leading others to hope in me. No chapter of your life is without value, for even the darkest pages can reflect my redemptive glow. Move forward with confidence, for I have already cleared the path. When temptation tugs at your heart, urging you toward destructive choices or harmful escapes, flee into my refuge, for I provide a safe harbor against every snare. My spirit stands ready to bolster your resolve, granting you the discernment and strength you need to resist deceptive allurements. Hear my voice. I do not judge you harshly, but offer you a path toward righteousness, ensuring that you can stand firm under pressure. In my presence, you are enabled to walk upright, for my grace charts a way that leads to life rather than ruin. Let peace be your song, and know that I will protect you always. Whenever the spirit of discouragement attempts to settle upon you, combat it by recalling the victories I have already won in your life. My power is not mere theory, It is a dynamic force that has overcome giants, toppled walls, and opened prison doors. Hear my voice. The same power resides in you through my Spirit, equipping you to face mountains of adversity without fear. Believe that you were born to conquer challenges, not in your own might, but through the unstoppable current of my provision. Keep your spirit steadfast, for I surround you with my protective grace. My beloved, if you could grasp how deeply I cherish you, every insecurity would melt away in the brilliant warmth of my acceptance. Fear not that your flaws would drive me to withdraw. I am drawn to honest hearts that yearn for transformation under my guidance. Hear my voice. I shape you through each season, chiseling away negativity and refining you into a reflection of my image. I am neither surprised by your imperfections, nor repelled by your failures, for my mercy extends beyond every shortfall. Rejoice in my promises, for they are made to lift your spirit. When uncertainty clouds your path and life's crossroads present you with daunting choices, place your faith in the one who sees the end from the beginning. I hold knowledge beyond your grasp, and I steer you onto roads that lead to growth, fulfillment, and lasting peace. Hear my voice. Surrender your need for control and invite me to direct your steps, for I know the safest and most fruitful way forward. As you yield to my will, watch how complexities unravel, revealing a clearer direction than you thought possible. Rest in my embrace and believe that greater things are ahead. Consider how a seed must break apart in dark soil before it can emerge as a flourishing plant, and realize that similarly, your seasons of hidden struggle will ultimately yield new life. I permit certain periods of waiting and pressing so that your roots may deepen, securing you against future storms. Hear my voice. Patience is not stagnation, but preparation. And in due time you will rise, displaying beauty that no adversity could vanquish. Trust that I am the master gardener, nurturing what is dormant until it springs forth at exactly the right moment. Keep your heart steadfast and trust in my unwavering affection. When confusion battles against your clarity, saturate your mind with the truth of my word, allowing it to pierce through the chaos with undeniable illumination. There is power in the scriptures I have given, breathing life into your weary spirit and fortifying you with divine perspective. Hear my voice. My word is living, active, and sharper than any two-edged sword, capable of dismantling lies and cutting a clear path through tangled doubts. Stand on this foundation, and you will find your convictions firm, even when the world attempts to sway you. Stand firm in your hope, for I am preparing miracles on your behalf. My dear child, I know how you yearn for peace in a world brimming with turmoil, but do not lose heart or succumb to despair. I overcame every tribulation through the love and power I displayed on the cross, and through my resurrection, I conquered death itself. Hear my voice. That victory is not distant history. It resonates today, offering you a share in the triumph that dispels fear and ushers in abiding rest. Claim that heritage with boldness, allowing its certainty to become your source of confidence and calm assurance. Move forward with confidence, for I have already cleared the path. In the ebb and flow of life, you will experience victories and setbacks, laughter and tears, but in all of these, I am constant, never wavering in my devotion. Nothing can separate you from my love, not the storms of failure, not the condemnation of others, nor the anguish of your own doubts. Hear my voice. I am your everlasting rock, your unshakable foundation, and I welcome you to lean on me in every circumstance. Let no condemnation ensnare you, for you are covered by the immeasurable grace I willingly lavish upon you. Let peace be your song, and know that I will protect you always. Be assured, I have orchestrated a grand plan that extends far beyond the span of your imagination, weaving every moment into a tapestry that illustrates my redemption. When adversity strikes, remember that it is never the final chapter, for I hold the pen that continues to author your story. Hear my voice. Watch how I transform the hardest circumstances into platforms of my glory, using them to bring freedom and hope to those who witness your perseverance. Even the trials that threaten to unravel you will serve a greater purpose, forging resilience that will shine in darkness. Keep your spirit steadfast, for I surround you with my protective grace. My love for you remains beyond measure, and nothing in this world can dim the radiance of my affection. I bless you and all that you hold dear, speaking peace over your home, your heart, and your every dream. Remember to stand firm in your faith, for I have set a glorious future before you, one filled with hope and abundant joy. Even when circumstances seem overwhelming, cling to my promises, because I am the same yesterday, today, and forever. Look ahead with courage and expect my goodness at every turn.